Hey friends, this is Ron from Optimize Effects. Welcome to a new video. Right in front of me I have EdgefinderAI, which is a new app that I created in just the last month. But before I get into going through the EdgefinderAI app and doing all that, I've got some forward testing robot results that I'd like to share first, and then I'll get to this and the Optimize Effects website and the Tradalytics website at the end of the video. So stay tuned. I'll get to this. I'll do a quick overview of what these are, and yeah, let's get stuck into some expert advisor results. Now I know it has been a long time since I posted a video, and that's because I've just been focusing on work. I do have a day job, and yeah, that just took priority over creating videos and forward testing EAs and doing all that kind of stuff for the past 6 months basically. But I've got a bit of time on my hands right now, and I've got some results to share. So hopefully these results will be able to help you decide on whether or not to run these EAs on a live account or not. So first and foremost, we have this EA called RM Scalper Robot. And RM Scalper Robot, it traded for, all these accounts traded for a bit over a month, and I basically test them from $1,000, and I use generally the lowest kind of risk that you can do on a robot most of the time. And in this case, I'll just put the robot on 0.01 lots, and I'll let it trade and let it do its thing. And as you can see here, the starting balance was 1,000. And unfortunately for this robot, it got stuck in a USD JPY trend, probably somewhere way back, and it almost blew the account, but it didn't. It was just in a lot of drawdown, and it caused a bit of headache. So unfortunately, the balance is 850 overall, and this is the drawdown to profit kind of ratio here that you can see, and it's not real good. Now we can see that Euro Pound was probably the best, but its drawdown was negative 251 overall. So it's only just made a little bit more profit than it has been in drawdown. Now obviously the worst was USD JPY at negative 1100, and the max drawdown that this whole account saw with all of these currency pairs trading was negative 1440. So it did make some money, but it lost it because of USD JPY, and all of these haven't really been very good. So unfortunately, I can't really recommend the RM Scalper Robot. It might do better on like a bigger account with this same risk. Like if you had a 10k account, it might be okay. But yeah, I'm a bit concerned about USD JPY. Probably wouldn't run yen pairs. AUD JPY is on there. Did make $35, but it's not worth your time. So I would avoid. But yeah, there you go. There's the results. It did make money, but it has negative 649 for the time that it was trading basically. So we have yeah, I thought I'd trade Powerhouse EA, and Powerhouse EA is, if you're not sure, basically it is an expert that has a lot of different strategies that you can choose from. And I thought I'd try this CBK and Ranger strategies on this account. It was a 10k account in this case, and this is the absolute lowest risk that this EA does. And for the time, its max drawdown was at negative 112, and its profit was $126. So it's pretty good. Like it's pretty solid for these two. So Ranger Pound CAD and Ranger AD CAD, and then we've got CBK, which trades all of these pairs here, which is why you're seeing a lot more pairs than what I've got here. So we can see that Euro USD was probably the best, and followed by Pound AUD, and then it goes down from there. But they've all made money. But unfortunately, the drawdown to profit ratio isn't great. It's had more drawdown than profit. But I'd like to see how this would go with a little bit more risk added to it, like maybe like 0.05 lots on a 10k account. But the reason why I did this was because I was looking to do probably FTMO maybe with this, and I was just seeing how it would go in terms of how much drawdown it would have compared to the profit, and if it's worth running on like a prop firm or FTMO or anything like that. But I'll let you decide if this is a good setup or not. Like, it does make a little bit of money, but it's only a really little bit. Just remember that this was over a month, and this this is not much. If you're paying for VPS and it's your time monitoring it, it's not $112 or no, $126 is not much at all, but it does pay for your VPS. If your VPS cost is like $30 a month or something like that, depending on how many EAs or whatever, how big it is. But yeah, so yeah, pretty good. I can recommend it. Powerhouse EA is a powerhouse. There is a lot of other strategies that you can use with it as well. I don't think I have any of these going, but if you'd like me to test them as well and share those results, let me know in the comments down below this video, and I'll get stuck onto that, because all these accounts are all invalid now and I need to reset them and start some new ones. So yeah, give me some ideas. What do you think? Right, Ultron V9 4X is actually Mood EA. I didn't actually realize until I loaded it up that it is actually the Mood EA, and so far so good. Like, it's it's actually, I'm actually trading GoldX with it as well. They're both trading gold, but we're up $970. It does make roughly, what is it? Roughly about, I would say around about $40 to $50 per day average. And its max drawdown was negative 678, which is a little bit, but just remember it is trading gold, and $1,000 is really the absolute bare minimum you want to be trading gold with. And let's have a look at the account history if I can. Oh, look at that, beautiful. I just wanted to see if GoldX had any trades, and it did, yes, $11. Let's just organize these comments. So luckily for me, I've got all of this history here, because when accounts become invalid, if you close the terminal and reopen it, all this disappears. So I'm really lucky, and you guys are really lucky I've got it. But look, here we go, GoldX. GoldX is actually quite good as well. You can see here that it does take losses, and most of them are trailing stops. You can see once it gets in a profit, it will trail, and I would say that GoldX was probably the one, looking at this 0.45 lot trade, was probably the one that caused the drawdown. I can't verify that, unfortunately, but we can see here that Mood is on basically the lowest risk that you can trade it on. It basically makes $1 and then it closes, and it makes $1 and then closes, unless it opens like a second or a third order. Then you get these bigger ones which close kind of these out, so they'll be negative, and that will be the positive kind of thing. But we started it at, I think, well, this could have been the negative 600. Look at that, negative 0.25. So it could have either been GoldX or Mood that caused the big drawdown. I can't actually verify that, I apologize, but it's all trading gold, and you can see most of the time Mood is actually pretty good, unless you get to, unless it opens a trade and against the trend, or like sells, and we can see that gold is going up. But basically, if you set Mood to like buy only, basically, this is when I was trying at 0.10 lots to see if it would close any more profit, and it kind of didn't. So I did try a few different things with the Mood EA. We can see I did start it with 0.10 lots, and it probably was Mood that caused the drawdown, the big drawdown, but we did see that big lot size on GoldX. So I'm not sure, but on a $1,000 account to make $1,000 in a month is extremely high risk, as you probably would know. So having a drawdown of -678 is justified. I think that's pretty solid. Like, it's made 970, and our drawdown to profit ratio is actually green at 69%. Haha, 69. There you go. So yeah, GoldX and Mood. Wow. I think they're pretty good. I'm actually running Mood live. Mood is live on one of my accounts, and GoldX I haven't tried yet on a live account. But by looking at these results, I think it's worth having a crack. It seems to be alright. You can do lot size, or you can do... it's only lots. Lot increase factor after loss is pretty high here. But I thought it would have had increment size by 0.01215. Okay. So it's kind of... I'm just trying to see if GoldX, by the looks of it, it's not trading 0.01, it's trading like a percentage of the account size, which is probably 0.08, I imagine, at the start, or 6. Oh yeah, it probably went to 8 as the account got larger. Yeah. So there you go. GoldX, like, gold is crazy, as you know. You could probably just buy and hold, but I probably wouldn't right now, but this is not financial advice. But yeah, gold has made a new all-time high, and it is actually on a rip to the upside. So yeah, there you go. So GMGS Pro is the next robot that I'm going to have a chat about, and obviously there's nothing open right now, but we do have these fantastic results. And unfortunately, I did trade it on gold, but unfortunately, obviously, gold has the most drawdown. The whole thing had the most drawdown at -1034 at one stage, which was gold, and probably one other, one of these that was probably open as well. But look at the results. We've made $1,000 in a month, and it's only trading these pairs here. We can see that these negative pips are where it's closed losing orders with profit orders, kind of like grid averaging, I guess you would call it. But these are all the trades, and yeah, it's a really interesting expert. It will close orders and only open them at certain times, and yeah, it's pretty solid. But I don't think it's really suitable for prop firms, being that its drawdown is quite high compared to its profit. I think a prop firm would probably prefer you to have a lower drawdown, especially if you're only making $523 on GU in the month, and you've got -690 as a max drawdown. It's probably not a good profit to drawdown ratio. You can see these ratios are not good at all. But yeah, I think GMGS Pro is definitely worth having a look at in terms of maybe running it on a live account. If you've probably $1,000 might not be enough if you're going to run all these pairs, obviously, and probably not with gold, seeing that it has had a max drawdown of -1025. USD JPY didn't do well at either, and I've got it on a few other pairs, and it doesn't seem to have traded them. So it didn't trade AED USD, it didn't trade AED JPY. So it seems to only be trading GU, EU, and gold and USD JPY for some reason. It won't trade on any other pair. So I've tried other pairs on it, but yeah, it didn't. No bueno. We'll see. Now this one here is the TPC bot that I've been testing along with Sonic the Hedgehog, and they're both not very good on Pepperstone as a broker. I do know that I've seen videos of TPC trading and making a heap of money on a different broker. So I think it might be broker dependent, and I'm using all the set files that I was given. I don't have any kind of stats as to how it's done in terms of like profit to drawdown ratio, but I was trading this Sonic the Hedgehog and Eggman and a few other things, and high frequency EA that I coded up, and yeah, basically it's not made any money, but I think I'll keep testing it because other people have had profits with it, so I think I'll just need to work on the settings. There is a lot of settings with it, and I'll come back to you on that one. I'll probably add it to the next forward testing results. But here we go. I actually have a DarwinX account trading sharpshooter using the Powerhouse EA, and so far it is trading at $368 in profit. It has had a moment where it did make a loss on the DarwinX account. I don't have the account up on Chrome at the moment, but I can put a link in the description below if you want. But basically I had this laptop closed last night because all the accounts were invalid, and it could have actually closed here, this one here. So we're in a bit of drawdown right now. It's not a whole heap, but I've got this to set to close at negative 15%. And if that happens, well, that will suck, because that will really hurt my DarwinX account. It's just a demo, but yeah, it's pretty good. So this is just sharpshooter writing EU and GU, and it's made $368 in about the month. Rightio, crypto investor. I don't think this account is on, but basically all it does is buy. It is in, like, it has made $240 in profit, but it doesn't show the max drawdown that we had, which was negative $1,000 basically. So what happened was Bitcoin went up to the moon. I can actually do the time frames, do daily. So we can see that Bitcoin has been going up, and basically it open sells here, and it just kept opening sells kind of all the way up, and yeah, it probably would have closed out at the end. We can see here, yeah, buy, and then it dropped down, and I think it just, yeah, it would have blown the account. Had this account have been still open, it would have been done by now. It would have been closed out. So crypto investor, it did start off really well, but unfortunately no good. So it did make some money, but then it got stuck in a whole heap of drawdown. So probably can't recommend it, unfortunately. It's gone now. Doesn't matter. Oh, because it only trades like M15. Yeah, it's still there. Anyway, but yeah, I had high hopes on it, but unfortunately it didn't do so well at the end. His new project EA is, it trades Bitcoin, and I've got these two strategies here that I was testing as well, that were created by this quant it's a quant strategy program that you can make, and it creates strategies and does all the thing. Well, you can see here that those strategies are probably not profitable, even though when it was back tested on the program, they were the best ones, and we can see here that they're not good. So that's why I don't use them. But yeah, so if it wasn't for all these losses here, I think his new project would have been really good, and it does trade a lot. It does make around about $20 to $30 a day on 0.01 lots, but you need a big account or a lot of leverage to trade Bitcoin with, and with FBS you can do that. And I do have my link in the description below on FBS. If you do want a broker that does give you like 1 to 3,000 leverage, and that's the max, then yeah, and you can get paid in US dollars via crypto or whatever. Yeah, but FBS have been a really great broker for me, and I can recommend them for sure. But FBS was trading BTC on here because you do get good leverage, and we can see that it's done pretty well. However, I didn't have it trading the whole time. It was only like the last little bits. These are all like experts that were trading, but I decided to remove them and use like this where is it? This Invest Sniper, which is this is a new project EA, and yeah, it makes little bits of money, and you can see at the end here, it was trading pretty consistently, and there we go. So it's not a very good test to show how good it went, but it is a good robot, so I can recommend it. Let me know if you want me to test that one by itself. Now, prop firm EA, I did have and Hamza. I had a lot of up and down with those two. They made money and then they lost it again. We can see here that its max drawdown was 1785. It does have like a max cutoff where it closes everything if it does get into a lot of drawdown. So it did do that a couple of times. It did start on 10k. We're only up $81. But the Hamza one, which is, we can see here, organized by comment. It might be here, down the bottom. Oh, here we go. I renamed the comment to Hello Hamza because so I could see the difference that it was. And we can see that Hamza, yeah, was probably not real good, but it does have some winning trades here as well. So it's really hard for me to kind of tell if Hamza was any good, because we've got all these losses here, and then we've got all these profits, and they're both trading gold, so I can't really tell if the crypto investor or the Zenflow one were good or not. I'll need to get an indicator or something to let me have a look at these by magic number. Yes, that's the one. So there would be like one with magic number here and magic number 2, and I can tell the difference as to which one made the money. But yeah, not real good. Savior Goldbot was a buy. It was a gold expert advisor, and it did make some money, but it had a lot of drawdown, and I don't recommend it. There were 2 other robots that were trading this account, and yeah, basically not so great. It had a lot of drawdown. I cannot recommend it. I'll just keep moving on. And this last one here was yes, Japan Strike EA. Now, Japan Strike EA was recommended by another crypto, a Forex YouTuber called by the name of Petco. They had really good results with it, and I'm like, well, let's see if I can get really good results with it. And my results are mixed. Like, I've had quite a bit of drawdown, and we've got equal drawdown to profit kind of ratio, a little bit more profit to drawdown, but it's not so great. I ended up changing the lot size because it wasn't doing, or maybe I'd started it at 0.10. Look at that. Yeah, I did. So I started at 0.10 lots because I just wanted to see what the max drawdown would be on that. And there you have it. And for the week, it made 113 for the month, 580 for the year, 667. So it does make a decent amount of money, but it will stay in drawdown for quite a while sometimes because, as you know, USD JPY is a pretty volatile pair, and we're trading the M5 time frame. So it works best in sideways markets. If we have a look at the H4 time frame, if the market is going sideways, not doing kind of this, if it's going sideways, which it's not, I don't think it's ever going to, but you'll have a good time. But you won't have a good time if it is not going sideways. If it starts trending a lot and never comes back, that's where this EA gets in trouble. But overall, it has made money, and it hasn't blown the account, so I'd say that's a win. It might be worth putting in your EA portfolio. Now, if you've made it this far, I'm going to have a chat about some of these apps that I've created and websites. So as you know, I mentioned EdgefinderAI. Basically what it does is if you've got a trading idea, so this is mainly for manual traders. If you've got a trading idea and you want to get a second opinion or a third opinion on your setup, or get it verified to see whether the idea or the trading idea works, this is where EdgefinderAI comes into play. So basically what happens is that you upload your chart. I've got an AI analysis algorithm that it looks for technical patterns, market sentiment, and all these things that you might miss, and then it will do an analysis for you. It will run it through the platform, the algorithm, and then it will give you a result to see, hey, this is my trading idea. Should I execute this trade or should I wait? Or where's the stop loss and take profit, and all of that kind of stuff. That is where this comes into play. And I'll go to the dashboard now. Right now, Edgefinder I've stopped signups. It is still under active development. It's almost ready. There is a lot here. There is quite a lot. But I'm actually an admin, so you're seeing things in here that normal people probably, or non-admins, would not see. But basically what you can do is you can find a scalp trade, you can find a swing trade, and you can look at what your past ones, the history kind of thing. You get 5 free tokens, which I'll probably increase to 10 per month on the free tier, and then it goes up to a paid tier. But basically what you do is you look, I want to look at a swing trade, or I want to look at a scalp trade. So then you can go to a chart, let's say like NZD USD. You can take a screenshot, download the image, you upload it to Edgefinder, and then you put in your parameters and all the things that you want to have a chat about with, in terms of like the swing trade. I won't do it now, but yeah, describe your trade setup, what you see. Chuck in the symbol here. This will be like a select in the future, kind of like how this is. Select your time frame. If you're looking at a swing trading or trade, you're probably looking at 4 hours. I'll probably fix that. You can put in your account balance and the risk that you want to do per trade. You can put in your stop loss and your take profit, which is recommended if you know, like if you've got a trade in mind that you want to analyze. Then what you do is you analyze a chart and it will give you a result, and the result will come through. Well, let's see if it works. The result will come through like this. Now, this is not a very good demo. I'm not meant to demo this right now, but you put in a trade idea and it says, oh look, Euro USD did this. This is the time frame, stop loss, take profit, entry. This will all change a little bit, so you can then copy these values if you want. A chart will be here, and it will give you like a market summary of the pair. Then it will give you an edge analysis. Now these progress bars don't obviously work, and the scores are not working right now, but the weighted total of this trade was 80 to 100, which means it's looking like a really good trade to take. So you would trade based on this final verdict, and it gives you a suggested action. This page will probably change over time, and this will probably change. I'll make it look better, but this is just like a very early version of this app. You can give me feedback. You can go to feedback when I release this. I'll put a video out when I release this, and you can have a look at past findings, and you can go to them like this. This whole thing will probably change a little bit, but that's probably what Edgefinder is in a nutshell. It's an analysis platform to further verify your trades and to see whether it's worth taking them or not. That's what it is. And in the future, you'll be able to go in and add notes to these finds and determine whether the trade was a win or a loss, or you didn't take it, kind of thing. So that's kind of where it's at. Now, optimizefx.com, I have worked on this. There is work going on here. It's not totally done, but the website is here. There is a dashboard. All the licensing and things like that I've been working on for OptimizeFX, in terms of my robots and my products, will be in here as well. So if you'll buy a product through me, which will be the currency engine expert that I've been working on, I'm going to release a license platform with this, and that will be in here. Now, Tradalytics, if you're unsure what that is, it's basically, if you know MyFXBook and FX Blue, if they had a modern baby, this is what Tradalytics is. Basically, it is an analysis dashboard that allows you to see your accounts and portfolios in a glance, like all of them. So if you're trading expert advisors and you have like 10 accounts, all you need to do is add the accounts into this platform, into your accounts. This is under construction as well. It's not done, but it'll come up as like a real or a demo account. You can add new accounts, and basically you will be able to monitor them and see how they're going. This page is not done yet, statistics page. You can see there's nothing here, but that's pretty much what Tradalytics is all about. And then the other thing about it that you can do is you can have portfolios. So a portfolio is like, think about it as if you've got like a portfolio of EAs that trade FTMO or prop firms, or you've got some that trade another strategy or whatever. You can add those accounts to a portfolio and then track that portfolio. So that's pretty cool as well. The other thing that Tradalytics has is sentiment. Don't worry about that. This is live currency sentiment. We can have a look at dark mode as well. So if we have a look here, we can see that NZD USD was short term, it was negative, but now medium and long it is bullish. We have had a change in sentiment. We can see that NZD USD has had its latest sentiment change, which is down, and if we have a look at that, we can see the sentiment has gone from bullish to bearish, and it is now going down. If you have a look on the, wow, I'm not really logged in on here. We can see it is going down now. So yeah, sentiment is down, and that's the latest change on that. So I think this is really cool. This is real time. Every time you refresh it, this will all update, and it will do a fetch and get all these currency pairs and have a look at what the sentiment is for the currency pair. It's a really good tool to use for your manual trading. If the sentiment is bullish, which I don't know if this is right, I'll have a look, but yeah, you can use that for your manual trading. So that's basically an update on everything that's been happening in my world. Basically, Edgefinder is the most newest thing that I've just created, and all of them are works in progress. They're not done, but I do have time to finish them right now, so I'm going to get stuck into them. But yes, thank you very much for watching. That was a lot of information to cover. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd want to be a beta tester of Edgefinder and any of the other things. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll do another video soon. Bye bye.